Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We protest effects off with a bit of breaking news, because as Hope berates Daphne for having kissed Carter, the dark-haired beauty calls him the love of your life, and Hope doesn't correct her. In fact, she says that's commodity Daphne has been apprehensive of from the launch. Daphne talks about how unhappy Carter is with what the two of you have done, which doesn't go down well with Hope, who principally says, "How veritably dare? You know nothing about what Carter and I partake," insists Hope. But Daphne continues to suggest there's more going on with him than his gal is willing to admit. Daphne points out that Hope got her way, her line is back, egging the Golden to ask exactly what her new rival is inferring. And as Daphne spouts Steffy's important repeated talking points, Hope comes this close to putting the pieces together and realizing there's a connection between the women before setting the record straight. "Still, you'd be wrong," Hope says, "if you're going to charge me of running after Carter and pretending to watch about him. Don't take my love and twist it to fit your depraved narrative. I watch about that man further than you know, so you aren't going to make another play for him." Finn tells Steffy he has to partake with her commodity about Luna and where his son is. But rather they wind up talking in circles. "I've worried you and I've turned your life upside down again," he says by way of reason, as if knowing that at that veritably moment, Ridge and Taylor are wondering how the youngish couple will get through this. Steffy tells her partner that nothing he says could change how she feels. Sure, her parents want her to leave him, but she's not going anywhere. Steffy does some trash talking of Poppy, who prevaricated to Finn and kept him in the dark, and has now left him with this shocking twist to deal with. His son, she says, is the same woman who tried to kill me, your woman. Quick side note, who talks like this? Does she ever suppose that Finn doesn't know that she's his woman? And for those who do'n't watch for excursions and commentary in their recaps, no way sweat Candace returns from her important justified holiday. On Monday, Steffy flashes back again to being held and turned and Finn bursting down the door to deliver her. This occasion is jam-packed with flashbacks. "Your love saved me," she declares. "So I do'n't condemn you for being Luna's father. I do'n't condemn you for being Sheila's son." She wishes it weren't true, but knows this is hard and confusing for him. "I know she's your son, but can we just get Luna out of our minds?" asks Steffy. "After all, she's locked up in captivity, so they no way have to suppose about her again. Can we do that?" she begs. "Please." Finn looks torn, knowing he has to tell her that Luna is living at Bill's, but stays quiet. Bill finds Luna crying gently on the settee as she thinks about her recent reunion with Daddy Finn. She thanks him for always feeling responsible for her, and he points out that he kinda sorta is under the circumstances. Bill admits he wasn't entirely sure he could trust her, and that perhaps she hasn't participated everything with him relatively yet. She admits to feeling like I've a real future, in which she can reconnect with her family. Luna tells Bill her whole life has changed. "What if my mama isn't my only living parent?" she asks. "What if my father is out there staying for me?" He knows she wants desperately to believe Tom's not her father, but she needs to accept the verity. She flashes back yet again to chancing out Finn as her father. But just like with Steffy and Finn, Luna doesn't actually tell Bill anything about her newfound daddy, supposedly setting the stage for lots of verity-telling hereafter. Daddy John Finn Finnegan will have a concession for Luna Nozawa, while Hope Logan intelligencers Carter Walton and Daphne Rose's kiss. After Hope's meeting wraps up, she'll head back to the main office and see commodity she no way wanted to see. Daphne will exploit Carter's guilt and continue her sweats to grow near to him, so they'll cinch lips just in time for Hope to witness it. While Hope smothers over Carter and Daphne's make estual session, Steffy Forrester will give Taylor Hayes updates on the rest of her Poppy Nozawa story. Steffy just admitted that Finn hooked up with Poppy when he was 18, so Taylor was understandably shocked over her sleeping with her consanguineous whoreson. Of course, Steffy hasn't told Taylor the worst part yet, so she'll have to unmask Luna's maternity news on Friday's B&B occasion. Taylor will surely be thrown for a circle when she finds out Luna is Finn's natural son. While Taylor rolls over Finn's rearmost family extremity, Finn will push for answers at Bill Spencer's manse. Luna was stunned when she opened the door and got a clinch from kinsman Finn, but he'll have questions once they pull piecemeal. Luna will no doubt credit Bill with saving her from the captivity attacks she was facing and guarding at the Spencer manse. Bill may get grilled ultimately and explain to Finn that he'd to keep Luna safe. Of course, Luna's going to have questions of her own about Finn's visit and that warm grasp he just gave her. Finn may admit he has a good reason for seeking Luna out and deliver the maternity stunner he's uncovered. Finn's concession changing everything for Luna, who'll eventually find out the verity about her bio-pater. Luna will clearly want to have a father-son bond with Finn, but will Steffy really allow it? Finn and Steffy will face further struggles in their marriage soon, so stay tuned. Finn Finnegan hugged Luna Nozawa while Taylor Hayes suspected Steffy Forrester was pregnant. At the Precipice House, Finn suggested about commodity he'd to do, so Steffy assumed he was out to save further lives. Steffy obviously wasn't happy about the Luna situation, but she assured Finn that they'd deal with it just like they dealt with Sheila Sharp. Soon later, Finn showed back over at the captivity demanding answers and explained that he was Luna's father. The captivity functionary wound up mentioning commodity about Luna's house arrest, but also he took off and stressed he'd formerly revealed too important. In Finn's office latterly, he got a textbook from an unknown number that informed him of where Luna was being held. Finn looked up the address and realized Luna was at Bill Spencer's manse, so he rushed right over. Luna assumed Dario or Remy Price might be back, so she opened the door herself. After Luna blabbed over kinsman Finn's appearance, she stammered out in reason for what she'd done. Finn had a stern expression at first, but also he surprised Luna by pulling her into a clinch. Once Luna got past the shock of what Finn was doing, she hugged him back. Back at the Precipice House, Taylor showed up and could tell commodity was bothering Steffy, who verified that Kelly Spencer and Hayes Forrester Finnegan were fine. Still, Steffy suggested that it did have commodity to do with children, so Taylor wondered if she was pregnant. Steffy claimed she wasn't, but they were indeed dealing with a family addition, a veritably unpleasant bone. After Steffy mentioned a woman from Finn's history who took advantage of him at 18, she revealed that it was Poppy Nozawa. Taylor was stunned over Poppy sleeping with her consanguineous whoreson, but Steffy said that news wasn't indeed the worst of it. Rich Forrester talked to Eric Forrester, Zende Forrester Dominguez and Daphne Rose about the scent line launch that was passing moment. Eric assumed it'd be a success, but he bothered about the communication that would shoot Carter Walton about his treacherous sweats paying off. Ridge made a vaticination about Carter coming around and starting to see that Hope Logan was swaying him. At Forrester Creations, Carter was detracted by his guilt over stealing the company, but Hope tried to put his attention on the scent line launch. Once the original response to that launch came in, Hope praised its success and tried to give Carter the credit. Once Hope took off for a meeting with Zende, Daphne pushed Carter to open up to her since he easily wasn't in a celebratory mood. Carter is on the verge of surrendering to temptation with Daphne, so stay tuned for updates on the fallout.